Hi everyone, welcome back to our statistics tutorial series. This is another stage of the tutorial and we are going to be looking at how to organize and present data. So the first topic we are going to be looking at under this is for categorical data. So we are going to look at frequency distribution and charts for categorical data. So to make this tutorial short and easy to understand, let's take example and work together with that. So we have this blood group data that has been collected, okay. So we want to see how we are going to organize and present this data. Now when you look at data for blood group, you'll see that it is categorical in nature. It is not numerical, okay. It is qualitative in nature. So let's see how to organize and present the data. So to do that, first we are going to draw a frequency distribution table. To prepare the frequency table, first we have to know the number of blood groups we have, okay. Now we have just 4, okay, blood group A, B, AB and O, okay. So to draw your frequency table, make sure you have 5 rows, okay. The first row will be the header, okay. So we can write blood group here. Then we write the first blood group here, A, B, AB and O, okay. Then let me draw another column, okay, and that's going to be tally. Now let's see how to do this. Now what you are going to do is that we'll cancel the first data value and make sure we take it in the tally box that corresponds to that particular data value. So the first one is O, right? So we tick it here. You see that. Then we cancel the second one. It's also at O. You see that. Then this one is B. So we come here and then mark it 1, B. Then we have AB. Then we come here and mark 1 for it. Then we have A. Then we come to the A cell and mark it. We have this also. We come here and do that. Then we have O. So we go to O. You see that. Then we have B. Then we go to B and mark 1. Then we cancel AB. Then we go to AB and mark 1. Then we cancel A. Go to A and mark 1. We cancel B and then go to B and mark. Cancel O. Go to O and mark. Cancel A, go to A and mark. Cancel AB and go to AB and mark. Cancel O and go to O and mark. You see that we've marked 4 O's already. Now, this particular one that I just cancelled is going to be the 5th one. So for the 5th one, we are going to do it this way. Okay. Then we go to the next one, cancel and then go to B and mark. Then we go to A and then this time around A2, we are going to cross it. You see that. Then O. We go to O and mark, then AB, we come to AB and mark, then B, we come to B and cross, because it's now the 5th one, then O again, we come to O and mark 1, cancel A, we go to A and mark 1, cancel B, we go to B and mark 1, cancel AB, then we go to AB and mark 1, then we come to O, we cancel it, then we go to O and mark 1, cancel A, then we go to A and mark 1. Cancel B, then we go to B and mark 1. Cancel O, we go to O. Cancel AB, we go to AB and mark 1. Cancel A, then we go to A and mark 1. Cancel this O also, we go to O and mark. Cancel B, then we go to B and mark. Cancel A, we go to A and mark. Cancel AB, then we go to AB and mark. Cancel O, then we go to O again. Cancel O, we go to O again and mark. Then we cancel A, then we go to A again, mark. Then cancel B, then we go to B again and mark. Cancel AB, then we go to AB and mark. Cancel A, then we go to A and mark 1. So that's all. That's how to get your tally. Then let's draw a new column and call it frequency, okay. So we are going to count this tally. When you count this is 5, 5, 10, 11. So it means the frequency is 11. This is 5, this is 4. So that's 9. So the frequency for this is 9. Then for AB, 5 and 3, that's 8. So the frequency for blood group AB is 8. Then this, 5, 5, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12. So we have the frequency for each blood group. So the total is going to be 11 plus 9, that's 20, plus 8, 28, plus 12, that's 40. Okay, so total frequency is 40. Then let's draw another column and call it percent. Now we are going to find a percentage of each blood group. Okay. Now to find a percentage contribution of something to the total, you take that individual contribution over the total times 100%. For instance, if we want to find a percentage of blood group A, we'll take the frequency of blood group A, which is 11, and divide it by the total frequency, which is 40, and multiply it by 100. And that will give us 27.5%. So we go to blood group B and take 9 over 40 times 100. And that will give us 22.5%. Okay. Then we also do that for blood group AB. 8 over 40 times 100%. That will give us 20%. Then we do that for blood group O also. So we take 12 over 40 times 100. So that will give us 30%. When you add all of them, you must get 100%, provided you do your approximations well. Okay. You must get 100%. Okay. So let's look at how to draw bar charts for categorical data. So let's take our graph sheet. So this is our graph sheet. Okay. So first, let's draw the y-axis. Okay, we draw a line at the y-axis. Let's put some arrow at the top here. Then we also draw for the x-axis. Let's put some arrow here. Then let's label the y-axis frequency. Then we label the x-axis blood group. Okay. Let's give it a title. Okay. Now when you look at our frequency table, the highest frequency is 12. So we must make sure when doing the numbers here, we should get up to 12 or even more than that. Okay. So let me count the thick horizontal lines and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So I can use 1 centimeter to 1 unit. Okay. So I'll label the intersection here. The intersection of x and y axis. I'll call that place 0. So this place will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Now for blood group A, what's the frequency? The frequency is 11. So we are going to draw a bar of height 11. You see that? That's blood group A. So we can shade inside. Okay. You see, before starting, I left 2 columns. And I also use 2 columns for the bar. Okay, you can actually use 1 column for the bar. And you can also leave 1 space. Especially if the bars are going to be a lot. But in my case, I'm just going to have 4 bars. Okay. Then we go to group B has frequency of 9. So we draw it up to 9. You see that? So that's B. So we shade the box. Then let me leave another 2 columns and then draw for blood group AB. Now the frequency for blood group AB is 8, right? So we draw it for up to 8. So that's AB. So we shade inside also. Then we leave these 2 and then do that for blood group O. Now the frequency of blood group O is 12. Okay. So let's draw the box up to 12. You see that? So we write O here. Then we shade inside also. So that's how to draw bar charts or column charts. So let's go to how to draw pie charts. First, let's go back to our table. Okay. Now this time around, we are going to add extra column. We can call it area or sector. Now to find the first area, we are going to take the frequency of the first blood group and divide it by total frequency. Then we multiply it by 360 degrees. Okay. So that will be 11 over 40 times 360 degrees. And that will give us 99 degrees. Another way you can do that is to take the percent, the 27.5%, and multiply by 360 degrees. You still get the 99 degrees. Okay. Then we do that for the second one. So we have 9 over 40 times 360. That will give us 81 degrees. Then the third one, 8 over 40 times 360 degrees. That will give us 72 degrees. Then we do it for the last one. The last one, the frequency is 12. So we say 12 over 40 times 360 degrees. And that will give us 108 degrees. And when you add all together, you must get 360 degrees, provided you calculated each of them well. Okay, you must get 360 degrees. Now let's see how to use this for the pie chart. So we are going to start first by indicating a point here, okay, with your pencil. Then you take your compass with your pencil well tightened, okay. Open the compass to your desired or stated radius, okay. Then you put the pin side on your dot and then draw a circle. Now after drawing the circle, take your straight rule or ruler. Then you place it here and then draw a line from the center, okay, to the circumference. You see that. Then you take your protractor. So let me take mine. Now when you take your protractor, please place it on it properly, okay? Let it stand properly on the line, okay? And make sure this 19 here is pointing to the center, okay? Now the first area was 99 degrees, isn't it? So we are going to check from this line. This is 0. Then we move till we get 99. So this is 90. This middle here will be 95. So 99 will be somewhere here, isn't it? So let me just indicate a point there. You see that? Let me remove the protractor. So you take your straight rule and then position your straight rule on this point, okay? Then you draw a line up to the circumference. You see that? So let's label this sector A. You can also write each percentage there. That's 27.5%, isn't it? Yeah. Then we take our protractor again. This time around, we are going to place it here. Look at it. You can turn your answer booklet, okay, so that you can see it properly. So this time around, the second one is 81 degrees. So we are also going to check from this line at 0, okay. Then we check up to 81 degrees. So when we go, we see this is 80. So 81 is next, okay. So let's put some points here. You see that? So let me remove the protractor. So we are going to use our straight rule to draw a line to touch the circumference. But you can use this point as a guide, okay. So we just draw a line. You see that? So we can label this place also B. You can also put its percentage there. That's 22.5%. Then we take our protractor again and place it on this line. So we do it this way. You see that? So this line is now a starting point, 0. You get it? Now, you can actually turn your answer booklet so that you can be saying it properly. Okay. Now, this is going to be 72 degrees. So we start from this point, 0. And then move up to 72 degrees. So this is 70. The next is 71, 72. So let's indicate a point there. Okay. So 72 degrees. So let me remove the protractor. So we place a straight rule here. Okay. You can use this point as a guide. Then we draw a line up to the circumference. You see that? So we can label this place. You can also write a percentage in addition. That's 20%, okay. Now we have 4 block groups, A, B, and O. And we've gotten the area for the A, we've gotten the area for the B and the AB. So that means the remaining area will be for the 4th block group, which is block group O. So we just label this place O, okay. You can write each percent in addition. That's 30%, okay. So that's how to draw pie chart. In the next tutorial, we'll look at how to organize and present data for numerical data types. So it's important to click on like for this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials. Thank you and see you in the next tutorial.